The tale starts back in the olden days, back when my school district started noticing the rising electronic use and decided that they should do something about it. So around 2021 to 2022, I think. But around that time, the students were all given a sheet of paper to sign and give back, a few rules to follow, and a new mandatory course they needed to complete every year called #relationships. Yes, the hashtag was in the name, and it took some of the religion course's time. Looking back at it, I don't remember much about the course, other than that we briefly talked about mental health and how to maintain relationships and, I swear there were other things, it's just that I hardly even remember some of my school experiences due to reasons. But when I think about this course in particular, there's this one memory that lurks around in my mind and pops up every once in a while when I'm just surfing the web or thinking of a funny story to tell. So I'm gonna tell it. I think I was around in grade 10 or 11. Our teacher was going through the course as usual, and we got to the topic of digital footprints. We were told to Google our own name online, with the purpose being to show how much information you can find about yourself and how that's spooky. Or, it might have been more of an informational thing, but that's how I saw it. But considering I didn't have a phone or any kind of social presence that was tied directly with my flesh counterparts, I wasn't really taking this seriously. But I still did what I was told. Kind of. You see, I was a quirky kid and decided to search my name up not on Google, but on Bing. As I expected, nothing much showed up, and so I decided to click around some tabs just to see if I could find something. And that led me straight to the school tab, all fully adorned with my school's district logo, underlined and everything, lying just at the end of the tab list. So I clicked on it, and what I saw staring right back at me was a link, with the description being a snippet from some sort of Excel spreadsheet? Curious, I opened the link, only to be greeted by a list of names, with emails and phone numbers all arranged in a single, easy-to-read sheet. I blink. These first names are not familiar to me, but some of the last names sound awfully familiar. It then dawned on me that what I was looking at was parent contact information. And here's this brief disclaimer. I am not a programmer. I am also not a coder. Generally, I am not a technical person. I can look at lines from my Minecraft server's console menu or a game's crash log or dig through game files and decipher the meaning of each respective madness. But that's because I have the ability to use Google, some level of basic game knowledge, and reverse engineering games has kind of become a hobby of mine. I basically just click on buttons and sometimes it ends up leading me somewhere cool. All of this to say that I did not hack into my school to get this important information. It was just sitting there, public for anyone with a school account to see. I admit, at first I thought it was funny. In the I can't believe everyone forgot to do something as basic as limit access to a document kind of way. I shared my discovery with some of my classmates, and a few of them tried it for themselves. And once again, it was all in good fun. But then we dug deeper and found not just parents' contact information, but the home addresses of students, login information for accounts that the school pays for, and just other general types of information, all logged in documents that were once again easy for anyone to see if you have a school account and just happen to click on the school tab. And that was the point where we told the teacher. I recreated the steps I took to find this information in front of him, and the next thing I know, the teacher is calling someone and my laptop is taken from me for the rest of the period as some IT person logs into it and does, something. I have no clue what they did, but it was probably something IT related, something technical related. Fortunately, I didn't get into trouble, and a day later, all of the sensitive documents were finally put under lock and key. And then a year or two later, the school district disabled Bing, which is probably for the best. So in the end, I suppose I did leave the course with a pretty good understanding of the digital footprint. And how my former school used to handle secure information. And that's all I really have to say for now. I can't think of a good way to segue this into the credits without it being all odd as heck, so instead here's a perfectly good cut.